The farthest distant artificial object in the cosmos, NASA's Voyager 1 probe, is reportedly beaming useful data back to Earth. We can measure the universe even if we have no notion of what it is. The famous NASA spacecraft, Voyager 1, which was launched more than 45 years ago, has now returned a signal that has shocked the scientific community. Voyager 1 has discovered something so significant that it has changed the path of its mission and is now heading back toward Earth after traveling over 14 billion miles. 31 seconds away from it? Come on this cosmic journey with us, as Voyager 1 made a shocking discovery 7 minutes ago when it headed back toward Earth. However, what precisely might this discovery be? Could it be a cosmic aberration, proof of alien life, or something even more incredible? We will reveal these startling discoveries in this compelling investigation, as Voyager 1 just made a devastating discovery that caused it to abruptly turn back toward Earth. Let's delve into the history of the Voyager twin probes, two of the most amazing spacecraft ever launched. They may never have left Earth if certain cosmic occurrences hadn't coincided. The four largest planets in our solar system were the stars that aligned in this instance. These planets were slowly aligning some 60 years ago, a phenomenon last seen in the early 19th century under the presidency of Thomas Jefferson. At first, this unusual planetary alignment was mainly overlooked. In 1965, Gary Flandreau, a PhD student in aeronautics at the California Institute of Technology, was the first to realize its relevance. At NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California, during the early days of space exploration, Flandreau worked part-time and was entrusted with determining the most cost-effective approach to launching a space probe to Jupiter, or even farther out to Saturn, Uranus, or Neptune. He carefully charted the orbital trajectories of these massive planets with a basic pencil and discovered something amazing. All four of the large planets would line up for visits in a single mission in the late 1970s and early 1980s. Because of this alignment, a spaceship might slingshot itself to the next planet, cutting down on journey time by taking advantage of each planet's gravitational pull. According to Flandreau's calculations, this alignment would reduce the 30-year trip time from Earth to Neptune to just 12 years. There was a caveat, though. This particular planetary alignment only happens once every 10,976 years. In order to capitalize on this unique chance, a spacecraft would have to be launched by the middle of the 1970s. NASA created two spacecraft to complete the mission, seizing this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 were launched on an amazing mission to investigate our solar system's outer planets. The launch of the Voyager twin probes on September 5, 1977, was rather amazing. Because of the planet's alignment and Gary Flandreau's forward-thinking calculations, Voyager 1 was launched into orbit at Cape Canaveral, Florida, by a powerful rocket known as Titan 3E or Centaur on August 20, 1977. Just 15 days after Voyager 2 was launched, Voyager 1 joined the cosmic journey by taking a shorter path as it set out on its journey into the vast universe. Their main goal was to investigate our solar system's enormous gas giants, like Jupiter and Saturn, and all of their moons. These daring space tourists, however, exceeded all expectations. They traveled farther and longer than any other spacecraft in history, pushing the envelope of exploration. Throughout their incredible journey, they smashed a number of records and have traveled farther than anything humankind has ever made, even into an area of our galaxy that is entirely unknown, interstellar space. Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, these pioneering spacecraft, are now beyond 12 billion miles from Earth. The amazing discoveries they make out there continue to wow scientists despite their great distance. Most recently, they uncovered an unexpected discovery that caught everyone off guard. More than 40 years ago, the Voyager twin probes accomplished some quite amazing things. Scientists were astounded by their close examination of Jupiter and Saturn's moons. These moons, which were once thought to be as barren and speckled as our own, were instead hives of activity. In 1986, Voyager 2 made history by being the first of the twins to swing past Uranus. 3 years later, it accomplished a feat that no previous spacecraft had been able to match. It sped past Neptune. NASA used some ingenious tactics to make sure the spacecraft remained working while they continued their amazing voyage. To save energy, they turned off non-essential elements like heaters and spare parts. The plan was to maintain the spacecraft in good operating order through at least 2013. It's a bag of emotions for the committed scientists and engineers who have been a part of this incredible journey since its beginning. Their perseverance has paid off, for just when they believed the Voyager missions were coming to an end, an incredible finding from deep space was made. And so on. As scientists analyzed the unexpected signals from Voyager 1, they realized that the anomaly was not just a minor glitch or a random deviation. The data suggested that the spacecraft had encountered something entirely unprecedented, something with enough gravitational influence to alter its trajectory. 17 minutes and 2 seconds NASA's emergency scientific team, now working around the clock, attempted to decode the messages from Voyager 1. They found that the probe's instruments had detected a massive, invisible force in deep space. Unlike anything recorded before, this force seemed to warp the very fabric of spacetime, bending Voyager 1's path as if it were caught in the pull of an unseen celestial body. But there was one major problem. No known planet, black hole, or cosmic structure existed in the region Voyager 1 was traveling through. What, then, was exerting such a strong force? 18 minutes and 45 seconds as weeks passed, NASA's top astrophysicists debated the possibilities. Some speculated that Voyager 1 had stumbled upon a rogue planet, drifting alone in the darkness beyond our solar system. Others proposed a far more astonishing theory. Voyager 1 had encountered the gravitational wake of an object that was moving, something massive, yet undetected by any Earth-based telescope. The probe's communications remained strong, but its behavior grew increasingly erratic. Then, on 23 minutes and 17 seconds, something shocking happened. The spacecraft's instruments began transmitting strange patterns, bursts of signals resembling structured sequences, unlike the usual cosmic noise. The data did not match anything naturally occurring, nor did they seem to be a malfunction. Some researchers theorized that Voyager 1 was receiving, rather than merely transmitting, data. Was it possible that something, or someone, was responding? 26 minutes and 4 seconds NASA immediately redirected all available resources to analyze the incoming transmissions. The data contained complex mathematical structures, repeating prime numbers, geometric patterns, and something eerily similar to an encoded message. If this was a form of communication, it suggested an intelligence far beyond anything humanity had ever encountered. The most chilling discovery came next. Embedded within the signal was a sequence that, when mapped visually, appeared to show a three-dimensional grid, almost like a star chart. At its center, a small, glowing dot was positioned in a way that suggested a reference point. Some believed it indicated the location of Voyager 1. Others speculated it was marking something else, something ahead of the probe's path. NASA now faced an unprecedented question. Had Voyager 1 simply stumbled upon a cosmic anomaly? Or had it found something, or someone, waiting in the darkness beyond our solar system? Time was running out. The probe, still moving at 38,000 miles per hour, continued on its altered course. If it was indeed heading toward something, there would soon be no turning back. NASA's next move could determine the future of space exploration, and perhaps reveal the greatest discovery in human history. NASA's Deep Space Network continued to receive the strange transmission, but something had changed. The pattern, initially steady and structured, was evolving. The signal's frequency was subtly shifting, almost as if it was adapting. The team at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL, worked tirelessly to decode the mysterious data. Top linguists, cryptographers, and AI specialists were brought in, cross-referencing the transmission against every known pattern, natural and artificial. Then, a breakthrough. 32 minutes and 18 seconds, a young astrophysicist, Dr. Elias Carter, noticed a peculiar anomaly in the data. When mapped against known celestial bodies, the transmission seemed to align with an area in the sky previously thought to be empty, an unexplored void beyond the heliopause. But now, it wasn't empty. 35 minutes and 42 seconds. The latest readings from Voyager 1 suggested the presence of a structure, a colossal object, at least 100 times the size of Earth, lurking in the darkness. It wasn't just gravitational influence affecting the probe, something massive was out there. And it was moving. More alarming still, Voyager 1's course had shifted again, but this time, it wasn't a malfunction. The probe was being pulled toward the anomaly. 40 minutes and 10 seconds. Panic rippled through the control room. NASA engineers desperately attempted to override Voyager 1's trajectory, sending emergency commands to adjust its course. But the probe wasn't responding. Instead, it continued on its mysterious path, accelerating ever so slightly as if caught in the pull of an unseen force. Was this a natural phenomenon? A cosmic accident? Or was Voyager 1 being deliberately guided? 43 minutes and 29 seconds. Then, the most shocking discovery of all. The latest data packets contained something that sent chills through every scientist present. It was an image. Voyager 1's onboard instruments had captured a distorted but unmistakable visual representation of the anomaly. The image was grainy, fragmented by interference, but it was clear enough to make out a pattern of lights, an intricate, organized grid spanning an enormous structure. "This isn't natural," Dr. Carter whispered, staring at the screen in disbelief. This was built." A hush fell over the room. For the first time in history, humanity might be staring at the undeniable proof of an artificial megastructure constructed by an intelligence far beyond our understanding. 47 minutes and 55 seconds. The question now was no longer what Voyager 1 had found. It was who, or what, was waiting inside.